Welcome to the We Buy Ugly Houses show, where real investors share real investing stories and lessons from the trenches, where our team buys thousands of investment properties each year. Now, let's meet today's host.
Hi, I'm Bob Rometo, and I'm a development agent and franchise with Home Investors of America. I purchase in the Southern California market, and I train and coach and mentor franchisees in Southern California and Florida. Today, I'll be your host for the We Buy Ugly Houses show, and I'm going to be discussing today something. Those of you that know me know I don't spend a lot of time talking about the how-to, the nuts and bolts, the tactical things, and I'm not going to veer off that course today either. I'm actually going to share some things that I think make a huge difference in your business, your fulfillment, and ultimately your income and your wealth. So in getting right into that, I want to ask a question, and I'd like you to consider it and think about it, and that is, why are you doing what you do? Why are you a real estate investor? And the reason I ask that is I'm gonna dig into something deep, and I think we'll kind of uncover something that can be very powerful for you. So when I ask that question in a large group of investors and people, that they say, "Well, I do this because I want to make money. I want to make a lot of money," so I dig a little further. And I like to ask the next question. Well, why do you want to make money? Well, then they start to really look and think. And this gets down to something I want to talk about. And it has to do with kind of who are you? That's another powerful question that I like to ask people in helping them get to some magic. So when I ask you, who are you? Most people will give me an answer like, they'll tell me their name. And I'll tell them, well, that's good. That's not who you are. That's your name. Or they might say, well, I'm a real estate investor, or I'm a contractor, or whatever it is. And I'll go back and I'll say, well, that's really what you do, but it's not who you are. So when I ask this question about why are you doing what you do, I'm really trying to extract and get to that, who are you? So if I ask you that question again, who are you? Or why are you doing what you do? People say, well, I want to make money. Okay, good. Why? Well, I want freedom. Okay. Why? Or I want financial independence. Why? I want to feel secure. Okay, great. Why else? Well, what would you do once you felt secure? Well, I'd be able to take care of my family. I'd be able to provide for my children's education. Well, why else? Then what? Once all that's taken care of, then what? Well, then I think I'd travel. Great. Then what? Well, I keep traveling. Okay, then what? Once you've seen everything, well, then I'd buy the new car, the new house, or, okay, great. Then what? So it's a deeper probe. And ultimately, what I find interesting and fascinating, when I dig deep enough, people always get to this place of, then I'd like to give. Then I'd like to contribute. Then I'd like to make a difference. And ultimately, that's, I think, at the core of who we are as human beings. That's who we are. We want to make a difference. But it's our stuff, it's our ego, it's our fears and concerns that have us look at all these other things and get away from what we're truly after in life, which is to make a difference for another human being. And so when I ask, who are you? I'm really looking for that answer that's kind of like, I heard it put best at a program I was in. The guy said, who are you like a one-word legacy? Like 20 years or after you've passed, and someone says, oh yeah, Bob Rometo, he was boom. Like, what was his legacy? Like if I asked that question about somebody like Mother Teresa, what would be her one-word legacy? And for me, it's just compassion. Here was a woman who had so much compassion and love in her heart, right? That's just who she was. So it's a good thing to start to look at, who are you? And guess what? You choose that. You choose who you are. And then you take action that's consistent with that, whatever that is for you. For me, I want to be a giver or a coach or a mentor, but I really want to give and contribute. That's who I say I am in the world. So, and by looking at why you're doing what you're doing, it's a powerful way to get to that answer. Ultimately, why are you doing what you're doing? And once you had all this stuff handled, all those things that your ego thinks are important, what do you get down to? So my encouragement is take the time to really look at that, because that will start to unlock some keys for you in your life. And then you got to figure out, and what I'm going to talk about in a future show is, how do I go ahead? Because here's a secret question. The comment was about this. It's not even a question, it's a statement. Because we get into this business initially because we think we want to make money. But the line I heard a long time ago was, until money becomes an expression of who you are, you will never have it, but it will always have you. So if you really want to unleash yourself, you have to figure out who you are. So then you can begin to use money and what it is in the world in a way to empower you and in a way to unleash prosperity and abundance in your life. So on the next show, we're going to talk about, how do I do that? How do I presence who I am and what I do? Especially as a real estate investor. And once you can unleash that, then magic and miracles really will start to happen in your business and in your life. So until I see you again on the next We Buy Ugly Houses show, I look forward to it and have a great day.
Are you looking to get started in real estate investing or take your investing business to the next level? Homevestors, the We Buy Ugly Houses folks, is the #1 home buyer in America, where our franchisees purchase thousands of houses each year, many of which started with little to no experience. If you'd like to chat, please visit uglyopportunities.com/contact. Learn more from the We Buy Ugly Houses show and amazing Homevestors team by watching more shows at uglyopportunities.com/show or by finding us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio.